Hey everyone, it's Kiddo Witchwood, and welcome back to my channel. It's very early in the morning, and I wanted to talk to you about how the lines react on the head as opposed to how it looks when you draw it on the UV map. This is the Leluca Inez Bento head, Evo Wax mode, and I drew these lines on the UV map, which I'm going to show you shortly. I'm going to upload this photo here and put in the information that I have in the description for this video, and then I'm going to share it to the servers I'm in on Discord, and then we're going to get into it. Okay, so please have some patience. If you just bear with me, go ahead and grab a drink, grab a snack, get comfy, and we will start this shortly. Thank you. Oh, also, the reason why I'm doing a voice right here, as you can see, I looked in nearby, and thankfully people are far, far, far away, and they're outside of the voice chat range, so I won't be bothering anybody while they're doing work for their store, and because right now I'm inside the testing grid. Alright, I'm going to be right back. I just realized you could hear me breathe. I forgot to disable the audio on OBS as well. So I was like, wait, I have this funny feeling that someone can hear me voice. Yeah, okay, so I just uploaded it to my Flickr. I had to do some spell check there. I kind of messed up a little bit. So I'm adding it to more groups now because I get that limit before you upload, because now my account's a free account now. Anyway, so I'm going to go and add more groups, and then I'm going to share the YouTube link to the Discord servers, and then I'll be right back with you. Thank you for your patience. Okay, so I just finished adding it to all the groups. It was kind of getting slow on me. I'm going to go ahead and enable, there we go. I'll probably sound better because I just enabled voice inside Second Life. I don't know what it is, but when I have that enabled, um, it helps my crappy, cheap microphone sound better. So now I'm going to Discord. I sound like I feel out of breath for some reason. I don't know. I went to sleep at like 9 something tonight, and I slept for about 4 hours, and I decided, hey, I need to eat because I never ate any dinner because I wasn't feeling good. So I was like, yeah, I need to go to sleep. Plus, I was like really tired. Okay, so let me get to this channel here. Well, I don't understand why my freaking everything is going so slowly for me. Like anything I open up on the web, I think it's because I'm inside Second Life and because I have Adobe Fresco open. So and I'm streaming, so that's probably what it is. My little PC, potato PC. Okay, so looking for okay, where is it? There's so many channels in this server. I just saw it. Ooh. Where is it? I'm like looking so hard. I just need to chill and slow my roll. Slow your roll. Okay, so I see all the voice channels, and now I found it. For some reason I always bypass it. Sorry, you get to hear me type. I also noticed that, well, I've been noticing, I haven't done anything about it, is that I meant to put Zuma's Revenge with the V, but I typoed as usual, and so it says Zuma's Revenge. Revenge! Damn it. I still haven't fixed it. I'm so lazy. Yeah, I should probably just type it and then copy the YouTube link and then copy all of that so you don't have to hear me typing into your ear, because that's not lovely. Okay. And the next one. Oh, why is everything so slow? I already know why it's so slow. Come on. Okay. Media. I think because I'm doing it on the Leluca Inez head, that I can post my share of what I'm doing, because I'm going to be talking specifically about this UV map and this head. I can post this to the Leluca server. Yeah, it's a vlog showcase. So I haven't released anything to the vlog showcase in a long time. Let me make sure. I know it's the Inez head, but I just want to make sure before I make that, just before I do that announcement in there. It is. Okay. Just making sure. And I got one last server and I'll be done. Alright. Perfecto. Okay. Closing that out. Closing this out. Closing out YouTube. And I'm just going to close out the browser entirely because I don't need to be in it. Okay, welcome back to my show. So, as you already know, this is Kiddo Witchwood, and for me, I am 2 hours ahead of Second Life. So it just hit midnight. It's now a new day. Woo. Okay, anyways. Alright, so let's go ahead and switch back over to the Adobe Fresco app. Okay, so I was hanging out with some people yesterday. Well, now it was yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. So we were looking at these really cool augment tattoos to have that like droid robotic look. And I saw like this really cool line that went straight down the bridge of the nose. And so I decided to see what that would look like. So what I did to achieve that is I'm using the Lasso selection. When we have Magic Wand, we just got Magic Wand and a Lasso, and one of the recent updates. This is my favorite. This is how I made the Flower doll and the I Heart You. If you follow my personal Flickr, then you know what I'm talking about. If you don't, you'll be like, what? I should probably put in, yeah, that's what I'm going to do after this is over. I'm going to go to my About section in my YouTube channel, and I'm going to put in my personal Flickr. I'll put in my store Flickr, store Instagram, and that would be it for my social media. Okay, so I'm taking this lasso. I can cancel it or close it, but we haven't gotten to that. So these lines are straight, but when you go, hold on, I have to switch between, let's see. Okay, so when you go in world and you place it, hold on, you place it in here, then the way that the head is shaped, we're going over how the head is shaped, where all the valleys are, all the curving of the body, I'm sorry, not the body, the head. So if the head, so the UV map is the head unwrapped, but I don't know how to explain it. Like once you have it on the mesh, then whatever kind of line you did is going to be completely distorted. So once you see how the lines react in certain areas on the head, then you can go back to the drawing board, so to speak, and then do your lines better, do your lines somewhere else on the UV map so that it comes out the way you want it to on the head. Like for example, if you wanted a straight line here and a straight line here, obviously, so what you would do is you would make a short line, like maybe from here to here, and then you would do another line on another layer. If you just want to make sure that you can protect and save your layers, then you would start from here and then do another short line, and then do another short line like maybe down here so that it's not pushing up against the eye. And so you would have to do these short little lines, short line, and then be connected, short line, short line, short line, until you get, it looks like a complete line that you did all in one motion or whatever. You know what I mean? Like all one in one stroke, but it's actually many, many strokes to get that perfect line. If you want it connected to this line here starting on the bridge of the nose. This one didn't really get affected. So what I had seen on this augment tattoo is that they had a line. Of course, there it was more straight. I'm using this Lasso tool, and I did it with my mouse, because if I would have done it with my stylus pen on my art tablet, it would have been really crooked. So I don't have like one of those fancy art tablets where it's a big pad, and when you draw you're actually looking at the pad and you're seeing the drawing on the pad. I don't have that. When I draw, it's like the normal size, like it's about like a little more than half the length of my keyboard, and when I draw I have to look at the screen. It took me a long time to like get used to that. I was like, this is hard, but eventually I got used to it, and now it's like, oh, okay, cool, I can do this now. Anyways, so I was like pretty proud of myself, even though I wasn't trying to make it the straightest. I was just trying to check it out. And then I'm gonna go ahead and drop back into fresco, and we're going to create something. So just going to show you how it works when you do a line. So I've got the beginning right here, and I'm just going to do a short line, just a really nice short line. I'll have to cancel this. Okay, I'm going to go right here. The only way this closes is like kind of old-fashioned, like a pen tool. You have to have a beginning and an end, and you can't just go straight down and go straight back up. It doesn't work that way for some reason. So you go over a little bit, and there we go. And I'm going to take my oil brush. Oh no, what happened? Come on. I didn't finish it all the way. Let's try that again. Okay, I could have sworn I closed it. I guess not. Okay. So here, here. Why is it not connect? Why is it not closing it? Okay, that's not what I want. Let's go ahead and delete this layer. Maybe it wouldn't let me do a short one. I'm not sure exactly why it's doing that. This program can be really frustrating sometimes. Okay, we're going to go here. And then I wonder how far down before it starts curving. Well, I know the nose would curve at the bump right here. Well, let's go like that. take my oil brush, color it in, deselect, and by the way, I am on 1024 squared, and hello, and my PPI is 300. I chose 300 because usually when I create tattoos I do it 4096 squared, and then I do 300. If I change the PPI only to 300, it automatically makes the width and height to 1024. So I decided I might as well just give it the PPI of 300 because that's what it always ends up as. But I'm finding that when I'm doing just 1024 to make my tattoos, they don't come out too bad looking. So I think if it's like I'm using color though, maybe that has to be at a higher resolution than bringing it down to 1024. Yes, so we're going to hide this. Gonna export it. We're gonna label it nose line SL. The reason I put SL is usually I am doing it at that higher resolution, so this lets me know that this is ready to be uploaded into Second Life, that I've already done the resizing. But as you can see now that I am not resizing because I'm already starting at 1024. Okay, now let's switch the screen to in world, and now what I do to the shortcut to open up the build tool is I hit Control U, which I guess that means upload, and then I'm gonna pick the nose line SL, upload. So what I do once I get that, I just open up the newest tattoo layer I put on for testing purposes, because I did these lines here. I just called it propeller. I was like, what am I going to call this? Then I just drag it. That way I just, easily and readily have a tattoo available there, so I don't have to keep opening up a new tattoo inside the folder. This is just much easier. Oh, that doesn't look too bad. That's interesting. But I do notice that there's some waviness right here. That's weird. I notice like there's some grayness. I don't know what that is, but sometimes when I draw something on the UV map, whichever UV map I'm using, especially when it's for the body, somehow it has like a black outline, or like this one has a gray outline. I'm not really sure what that is, why it does that. I haven't even asked anybody why it does that. I think I have asked people, but I never got a response. See, that's like bleeding or something. Grayness. Oh, what's going on with that? Do not know. Hum. Okay, maybe if I start out at a high resolution and then I go down and reduce it, then maybe it will be better. Let's try that. Still looks pretty cool though. Okay, so let's switch to fresco, and we are going to change this. We're gonna do I already have this set, 4096 1200, 1200 for PPI, 4096 for the resolution, and okay. So how I get this done is I have to resize it myself. So I go right there, and then I go right there, and it does it perfectly, and done. Okay, we're going to unhide that, delete it, And this is going to have a different name. Come on. I thought it was going to have a different name. It's being done right now. $40.96 $1200. Okay. I think I haven't really noticed a difference between doing the resizing inside here instead of going inside Photoshop, resizing and making the sampling to bilinear. I was told by some designers that you want to do this sampling to bilinear because it makes it look better once you've uploaded it into Second Life. You're not going to get those jagged edges, or you might get a little blurriness, but you're not going to get the jagged edges that most everybody has with tattoos. I am obsessed with being a perfectionist and not wanting to have the jagged edges, but I can't keep fighting against the reality that most of my stuff is going to have jagged edges unless I resize it in the resolution I'm using now. I don't like to resize. If I resize in 1024 mode, it will make it really blurry, but if I resize it while I'm doing 4096, it's fine, and then I do the reduction down to, we're cooking. I reduce it down to 1024 before I upload. Okay, now we have it at 4096, and I'm going to show you the difference between the lasso and the paint selection. So I'm going to go ahead and connect my tablet. Okay, it's connected. So I'm going to show you with mouse first. So here I am going to, oh wait, I guess we're in the lasso thing. Ugh. Okay, well, I'll try that again. I don't get to do like shift, hold down shift and make a perfect line. Fresco doesn't support that for some reason. Okay, I'm going to go to my oil. I am using the oil round, and this does mimic how oil paints react. I also have the watercolor brushes, but I'm not doing that right now. So this is what we have. So if we zoom in closer, closer, we're going to see that it's very curvy. So it's going to be very curvy. And then let's see, get the eraser tool. I could do that, but it would be just easier to delete this. So delete, add, and then we're going to do the paint selection. So I do easier with my stylus, that's why I connected that. Okay, so we're going to make a point right here. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Deselect. Okay. This is going to be so wobbly. Yeah, no, that's not what I meant to do. I have to do it like, this is not working out. Hold on. Okay. I'm trying really hard, but oh, okay, that's not too bad. It's wiggly as hell though, so we already know it's going to be really wiggly on the head. So this is how I created the flower dolls, with this paint selection, and that's how I did the I Heart You. So you can see that it's very wiggly. If I want straight lines, I can just go inside Photoshop and do a point and then hold shift and then drag the line and then let go, and then it's a perfect line. But if you want some realism added to your tattoos that you want on your head or body, just do some freestyle drawing with your stylus pen or your mouse, and then you're gonna have all the wiggles you want, all them wiggles. Okay, and I'm gonna show you. We're gonna test this out inside the game with here. with the two different styles, I guess I was gonna say. So let's do the paint selection first. Just gonna draw a line. I know it's off, but that's okay. I'm gonna fill that in, and then we're gonna go and we're gonna do Lasso, and there we go. Some oil. I find that oil looks better than just using Pixel. For some reason when I use Pixel, it doesn't come out looking good, so I'm always using watercolor brush. Okay, and then what was the other one I was gonna do? Did Lasso, paint selection. I was gonna do something else. What was I gonna do? I don't remember. That's not good. Let's do an ellipse. Let's do a rectangle. Let's do this. Let's do that. Okay. I'm gonna do a rectangle, and then I'm gonna color it in. Do white, and then we'll do black. It's gonna smudge with the white because it's oil paint. And then we'll do yellow or some sort of yellow. I wasn't even thinking when I was doing the colors for the I Heart You and the Floral doll. I wasn't thinking of Ukraine. I was just using blue and yellow because those are considered unisex colors when it comes to babies, and that's why I chose those colors. And then I looked at it afterwards. I'm like, oh, people are going to think this is like Ukrainian, supportive Ukrainian thing when it's not. But I did purposely do that with the butterfly mask. In one of the sets, I purposely painted the blue and the yellow in the background, and I actually wasn't thinking about Ukraine when I made the blue and yellow version of the butterfly, but once I decided to do the ad, I was like, oh yeah, let me showcase this one on the face, the full size version of the face, you know, and then have those other ones on the side. That wasn't even the very first tattoo. It was like tattoo number 5. Okay, deselect. Now, unfortunately, you can't do any stroke lines in here like you can in Photoshop. So you would take this, bring it into Photoshop, and then you would do a stroke in the FX list, and then you can do a stroke around it and have that. So let's do circle or ellipse. So the cool thing about this is if you hold down Shift, it starts from the point that you're starting from, and you can like put it anywhere that you want. Whereas if you just do this, I guess it doesn't. Oh, that looks cool. Well, let's do it with that. Let's see how that turns out. Okay, let's do. Oh, this is like a yellow green or something. I don't know. It looks weird. Like a really lemon. Come on. Sometimes it doesn't understand and doesn't realize I'm like clicking on it, so then I have to choose it with my mouse. Okay, well the difference we were supposed to be doing is the difference between what selection I was using and how it's going to look. So this is, of course, the Lasso. This is the paint selection, and we're going to see how it responded on the head. But then I'm tired and I forgot what we were doing. Let's do other things, because it's fun to paint and everything. Like that. The glaze looks really cool. Let me show you what the glaze looks like. That's more thicker oil. We got the chunky one too. So let's go another color. And it's more like a marker or something. Just like really thin lines. And then I'm going to bleed it into the red. Bleeding into the red, it gives me like a purple line in between them. Well, that's because it's at a lower level. Here we go. That'll be better. There. Get some purple going. Purple, purple. And last but not least, we're going to use white. Get that nice sky blue color, or some sort of color. Oh yeah. You can make your own ingredients. You don't need to do it in the ones in Photoshop. You can do your own. So I wonder how that's going to look. It's probably going to spread out, because I noticed that if you make any tattoo over here, this part of on the UV map, it stretches it out from side to side. I noticed that when I made like this bandana, not bandana, this band-aid, but I drew it really long, like the ends were like over here, and it was like all the way over here and all the way over here. I was just being silly. Okay, let's see what happens if then also we also have preset shapes. You can do leaves, boom, perfect oval, chat box window. You can do a banner, and then we got some more of these is in the comics section. Splat, a banner, sparkler type thing, some sort of square, like a spacer or something, a lock of hair maybe, and we got, this could be hair strands, kablooey. So isn't that cool looking? So if I wanted to, I could use some of these shapes and then do my drawing on top of them, and then I can make my own original unique art piece, just mishmashing these things together. So those were the comics, and then we have the floral leaf. I wasn't gonna do all this, but once I get in fresco, it's like I want to show everything else. This one's really pretty. That one's really pretty. And looks like there's a plus sign. Discover new shapes. So when you follow something, if you don't have them added, it will say follow. You would click follow, and then wait for it to load them into your fresco app. So we got them all. So that banner that I had shown on the chest, that's why I really didn't do anything with it, because I can't say that's handmade art by me, because I didn't do any additions to the banner. All I did was color it, so I was like, can't really do that. So I would have to change my whole thing from original art to, or I don't even know, because a lot of the stuff I do is handmade. I'm drawing it with my stylus pen. But if I started like using preset shapes without adding stuff to it, then what would you call that? Clip art? That you're allowed to use for commercial use? I don't know. Well, I guess, well, if I'm going to use clip art from the preset shapes that come with Photoshop or Adobe Fresco, then I'll say this is a preset shape from such and such app with Adobe, and then I'm just like coloring it in with different colors or something. I could do that too. It wouldn't be my original art. It wouldn't be handmade art, I guess, or maybe a little handmade because I'm coloring it, maybe not. But I can use this for commercial use if I want, so there's that. Okay, and then this, I'm loving that they introduced the text to Fresco. Before I had to keep opening up Adobe, I had to keep opening up Photoshop to do anything with. This one is really cool, so I can do this. Wait, hold on, it's lagging me. I can do this, and I'm getting that. Wait, how come it's not showing up there? Oh, I know, I didn't pick it. This is single color, this is multicolor. So I'm choosing this. And then when I draw, it's going to what? Oh, there it goes. It's going to show the different colors. This one didn't show the colors too well. I'll probably have to do that again. So you do. If you're wondering what these are, this is paint thickness. Then I've got these other settings where I can choose the angle, the quality, canvas texture, pressure dynamics, velocity dynamics, reload color, stylus pressure. I mean, there's so much I can do, but I usually just don't even mess with that stuff. I did in the beginning when I first got this app, but I kind of just don't do that anymore. I mean, maybe I will at some point. I don't know. Okay, and now let's do some coloring. See, it takes all those swatches and you can color with all them swatches. I'm also wondering how this is going to look on the eye, so that's why I decided to paint over here. Now just going around in circles, going around in circles. And then we will pick that. I like how it's automatically going to my brush, because before when I would choose this, it wouldn't bop back to my my brush. I would have to do it. I would have to select it, and usually it would bring me back to the paint selection. Mashing it up, mashing it up. Okay, now we're gonna do some white, a little light, like that, like that. Okay, it's supposed to be like for the eye thing or something. I don't know. Alright, let's see what all of this stuff is going to look like. So, I like to do silly stuff. Like that flower doll, I didn't try to make it perfect because a kid, if someone was to draw something on their face, it's not going to be too perfect, or it might be perfect initially, but the kid is going to be wiping his hands on his face, or he might get his hands wet with juice that he spilled or she spilled or whatever, and then you have wet hands on face, and I'm just gonna put doodling. Yeah, it's gonna get all messy, which is something I want to do. I want to make like face paint, or like painting like the kind you do with your hands, but then getting splashes and splotched looking stuff all over the face. I'm gonna try to figure out if I can do that so I can make that as a tattoo. Okay, so now we're gonna go back to Second Life. I almost said Adobe. Blah, I'm tired. Okay. Oh wait, first I have to do Control U. Control U. I can't wait to see how this turns out. Oh wait, oh, I forgot that it's not 2048, it's a higher resolution. Okay, let's change that. So I only need to change this. So I hit the lock, then just do one field, and it does it for both fields. Now I have to manually, this part I don't like, this part I don't like. Inside Fresco and Photoshop, it's just much easier, but I don't want to open up another app and risk me like crashing inside the beta grid and everything. Yeah, I just don't want to risk that. So now, command let me. Come on, I'm having a craving to have something sweet. Come on, let me freaking export. Jeez. Almost looks like chopsticks right there. And chopsticks. This looks like an egg, and this looks like a dish, like a bowl for some reason. Okay, and now we're going to make sure. Okay, perfect. Wait, are we? Yeah, we're back at that resolution. Okay. And I just realized you couldn't see what I was doing. I have myself stuck on this, but that's okay. That's better. I was just resizing that. Okay. Uploading. I'm gonna do dueling. I cannot wait to see how this comes out. See? It bends it. Curvy, curvy. That's interesting. Ooh, look. That looks pretty cool looking. I could use this for eyeshadow. No, I'm just kidding. I won't. But yeah, if I wanted to, I could. Got all my lines in there. Yeah, I could make some cool flat eyeshadow with no shine to it. I think if I added shine to the head, then it would also apply that shine to the eyeshadow, but I'm just not sure. I do not know. I found this tool that helps you to, it's totally free, the software is free, that helps you to make material maps for your diffuse maps, which is the texture we're using now is a diffuse, and helps you to make specular or normal maps. But I don't know. I haven't tried it yet, so I don't know if it would look amazing inside Second Life because it's not made for Second Life. It's made for like real life artists and stuff, for like real life stuff like illustrations. So yeah, let's. And I can never do lipstick. Okay, I can't say never do, but I just feel like it's gonna be like a really hard process. And a lot of people take the textures from real life pictures and they morph it somehow, like think with Liquify or something. That's how they make it, I think. I don't know, I'm just making a guess there. Also, Liquify came to Fresco as well. I was really excited for that, and I can actually use it. Where is the Liquify tool? Liquify. That's not what I want. Where is it? Okay, I think it's in here. These are smudge brushes. That's not what I wanted, but okay. Literally have no idea where it's at. Nope, that's not what I want. It's in the eraser. No. Liquify. Trying to find it. I don't know why it would be in the paintbrush section. Let's look over here. Nope. Here. No. I have no idea where the Liquify tool is. Oh my god. It disappeared. No, it probably didn't. I have no idea. I was going to show you what it looks like, but I have no idea where it is. What about this? Nope. Libraries. What is this one? Is this the smudge tool? Something like that. Oh, I had made this like one tattoo. It was a nose blush, but it was kind of like animal style. And someone really liked it, but I ended up deleting it because I didn't like how it was turning out, or I didn't want to continue making it to like, you know, go further up the nose. So I said, screw it, I'm deleting it. I wish I hadn't deleted it. Because I thought it looked pretty nice. I found it when I was looking at the things I used to share on the Luca server on Discord. And I was like, man, that looks really good. I saw the share of it, but I don't, it was this nice peak rosy color. But, oh well. I want to see how that looks on there. Let's take this and what the heck? Why is it doing that? Oh, derp. Oh no, I was doing this on the map. That's not good. We're just gonna delete that. Delete, delete. Now it's just turned into me being silly and drawing strange things. Yeah, you see how easily I get distracted? Very distracted. Very, very distracted. Oh, I'm not even drawing anything. That's smudging. Okay. No wonder why it was working for me, because I was doing it on the map. So, oh, I hate when I do that. Okay, let's try this again. I'm gonna fix that. What am I doing? Who knows? Who knows? I noticed if you paint the nose over the nose like this, that it completely changes the way the face looks. In Second Life, you can create your shape and mold it to that, to whatever the lines you're doing on the nose and the bridge of the nose, and then you have to wear this tattoo for your nose to look good with, you know, this tattoo. If you don't wear the tattoo and what you designed, it will make the nose look weird, like like not in a good way. So you could do like some thick lines here and here, and then mess with this area and look completely different. Like when I made mine, I was able to make my nose super super tiny and super the width was very very small, and all the settings, the sliding, all I did with the nose and the shape, it completely changed the way it looked. But then when I took the tattoo off, it just looked horrible. Yeah. So that's what we're doing right now. We're going to create our custom nose shader. So, I mean, I don't mind giving the information out if anybody wants to try that. If you want to create your own custom nose, go for it. I'm not going to stop ya. I believe in helping out the community, you know, sharing things, stuff like that. But I mean, like, of course, if you don't want anyone to learn or da 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 da, you don't want to have competition like that, or or for them to do the same thing you're doing. I get it. If you have a niche thing that you do, you don't want to share that with anyone else. I totally get it. I do. I'm not a graphic designer. I'm not someone who makes like a ton of tattoos, a lot of releases, and is, you know, profitable. I'm not selling like tons and tons of tattoos. I only got 2 in my store. I keep creating, but I don't put anything inside my store. Okay, so we're going to hide this, and I was going to put some shading in there, like for the nostrils, but I just want to see what this looks like first. Yes, I know exactly what that looks like right now, but that's not what I'm trying to do. Nose shading. Second. Oh wait. Cancel. Wait. I realized that it's at that bigger size. Let's change that first. Okay. So the part I don't like, but it's alright, it's not that big of a deal. I just realized you can't see what I'm doing. Gosh. This is silly. Okay, so then I just resized the nose shading I did. I did this with the oil paint brush, which you can now see is all that messed upness looking now because I wasn't paying attention. I didn't zoom in. So you can see all of these other like lines on here. Oh well. So I already have it downsized. Now I'm going, oops, wait, no I'm not. I need to turn that off. Now I'm going to export it. And I was saying, yeah, I know what you guys are thinking. I know what that looks like, but that's not what it is. It's nose shading, damn it. Okay. And now we're gonna go, I think it's because I'm switching back and forth at like getting confused and stuff, and then I'm not thinking to like switch back to fresco. Okay, I want to make that eyeshadow thing again, but then like maybe try to make the lines better. I don't know, I don't really care about the lines being better, and it's not like I'm uploading to Second Life for real. I just want to create another look like that. Now I know where to go with that, sort of. I can fix it there or something. What I don't understand is how people get symmetrical eyeshadows. When you make it on one eyeshadow, yeah, you can do a duplicate, and then for transforming, you can flip it horizontally and then pull it over. You can do shift click when you have Photoshop, and it helps you to move things in a straight path. But I still, when I'm trying to match it up on the map for the lines, I'm still trying to see where I need to put it, because a lot of times I don't always put it in the right place. So I'm like, how the hell do they get it perfect each time? They must have done it for so many times that they know how to do it. But I still be learning. Okay, so let's do Control U. And now we're going to do the nose shading. This is going to be interesting. Okay. By the way, that looks cool. It's like a Pantone, which is like a color palette which you're going to use when you're going to paint your house. But that kind of is what it reminds me of. This looks pretty cool. If I could get this, take that and then pull it up higher on the head, but it's not going to have that curvingness going on. It's just, maybe I can make that something like this again, and then but make it smaller and then stick it right there at the very top of the bridge of the nose. I could do that. Okay. Especially since I have it saved right there. Oh, sorry, I'm tired. Oh yeah, I said I wanted a sweet snack. Okay, I went way overboard. Oh man. Let's see what that looks like. How come it doesn't show like that on the map? Oh yeah, it does. I went way over the nose. But let's see what happens if I try to edit my nose. I'm gonna make a difference. Nose width. Well, that's interesting. Okay. Nostril width. Nostril division. You can move it like that. Nose thickness. Upper. Oh, that. Oh, you can see a difference when you do upper bridge from the front. That's interesting. Didn't know that. Or maybe you can only see it with this. nose tip angle, nose tip shape. Okay, undoing changes. So you see how it really affects the nose, except I did overkill over here. Way too much. Okay, let's go back, and we're going to gonna delete this layer. Delete my paint selection tool. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. So I don't really know where it starts or ends or anything, but let's do this. Okay, I'm going to color it. Okay. There, I was paying attention to the lines on there. Okay, now we are going to use a color. I'm going to do something like that. And we're going to use watercolor instead. I'm going to do this is what I use, Color Soft, Wash Soft. So get some of that going. Doesn't like really respond to my stylus. Come on. I'm gonna go over here like so. My brush is too big. Make it smaller. Trying to. So that. And then go back over. Show. And some pink. As usually what I use is 86 when I'm doing lighter colors. And we'll use that color. Okay. Select one. Oh no, I didn't get the other edges, or did, maybe, I'm not sure. Wait. Okay. Deselect. I don't know why it's doing that, but okay. And I think I'm at 1024 right now. Yeah. So all I have to do is export. Wonder how that's gonna look. See that? I didn't get a perfect little lumpy right there. Just a little lump. I don't think it's gonna be seen. I think. I'm not sure, actually. Guess we're about to find out. Come on, let me export. This will be I outline SL. go back to in world, and now we're gonna get rid of the ugly nose shading that I just tried to do. This, I always find it interesting how it's gonna lay out on the head. Sometimes I'm like really into it, like really fascinated, and other times I'm like irritated, like, oh god, why does it have to go over there? I want it at such and such place. But it's the learning process. You gotta keep learning. You gotta keep figuring out where things go. That's just the way it goes. And so where is this gonna go? Okay. Well, I got the ends perfectly for the inner eye. Hold on. I need to moving in a little bit with the object wand, and then doing 0, 0, 0 a whole bunch. 0, 0, 0. So see, it goes perfectly where I needed to go for the end capture. So that's cool. Then all I would need to do is, see, I'm seeing the white, so what I should have done is made it like a purple color, or no, what I should have done is use watercolor instead of oil. That's my mistake. So that's why I have the white outline, because of it being a different type of brush style. So if I just would have used as you know, the watercolor, then it would have been perfect. And then inside here I could create some cool colors for the eyeshadow part right here. But or ooh, I had an idea. I could do something like this for the outline, of course trying to make it symmetric as possible with the other eye. And then as a second layer, so you would wear this, or wear this second or wear it first, and then you would have the eyeshadow coloring on the inside as a second layer, so you could either wear the eyeshadow in here by itself. I think it would look really weird though, but who knows, maybe not. Or oh, I know what I could do. I could do this in like whatever, like the basic color or whatever I want to do for this. And then the inside coloring can be like different types of coloring, like, you know, oils or pixels or watercolor. Hopefully the pixels will look good. Some reason when I do pixels, it just has those jagged edges, and I hate that. So, oops, I didn't mean to do that. So you see, I'm really not seeing, okay, I am seeing it because right here I did the oil, so it's coming through for some reason like that. So, and so as you can see how the watercolor is mixing with the oil, giving it these lines here underneath that you can see through. Yeah, I'm not liking that part, but I am still liking the overall, the outline, and so I'm going to keep that one and use it as a base for how I want to create my eyeshadow. So it would be so cool. Kind of makes me think of like a villain, a superhero, not a villain, you know. It kind of makes me think of like a mask or something, just the way it looks, how it goes out up like that. Yeah. Okay, well, that's it for me. I really want to get a sweet snack, and my mouth is dry, and I want to drink more water. So I just have all these reasons why I need to stop streaming. So if you came to my show this morning, thank you. I appreciate you. If you're not already